Right, I've got some sirloin steak here. What to do with it? So we're gonna do it Chinese tonight. So I'm gonna see this. I've been thinking with this with myself to leave the steak whole, to cut the steak up. I am gonna cut the steak up. I always think it's a shame to cut steak up, but whatever. I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna have steak, and I've got these ingredients here. Look, for two separate things. I'm also gonna do like a chow mein to go with it as well. And what I've got is, it should be onions, but it's actually shallots because I've run out of onions. But onions, green pepper, red pepper, ginger and garlic. It's going to be for the steak. And I've got the same again in there, and that's going to be for the chow mein, which also, sorry about that, requires bean sprouts and noodles. And then, both dishes here, but I'm going to use different things. I should have separated them really and truly, but I'm going to be using soy sauce, light and dark, some aromat. I'll use some garlic granules possibly in the chow mein, some sesame oil in both, some white wine in the chow mein, some chicken seasoning for the chow mein, salt and pepper in both dishes. So I'm going to get on with cutting this steak up. I'm just going to cut it into what, three-quarter inch cubes or something. You know what I mean? So if I get on with cutting this up, and then I'll come back to you in a sec. I think it will soak in when it is so. I'm ready.
Okay.
Sorry, word of my own. What I want to do is get a tablespoonful of soy sauce, dark soy sauce this is, and just drizzle that on the steak. I've left the fat on the steak because it's flavour in it. Flavour. In it. Right, so then oil. This is the oil I use in my wok. I use it all the time, and then I tip it back in and back in and back in. It's just so you're not wasting oil. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's flavoured, if anything. So I just want a little bit of oil in there as well. So much. Then I want to give that a mix round. For that. So give this a little mix round. Coat that in the soy sauce and the oil. Let's get that right, good mix. And then what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put on. Nice. Then I'm going to put on a good teaspoonful of corn flour. Sorry if I'm in the way. Good teaspoon of corn flour. Sprinkle that all on it. This helps seal the flavour in, plus it will help thicken the sauce as well. Give that a mix round again. And then I'm going to set this aside, and then basically do the chow mein first. So I'm going to put another spoonful of corn flour on that actually. 2 spoons of corn flour. And I'll come back to you in a second. Right, so my wok's nice and hot. I'm going to put a bit of oil in there. And obviously let the oil heat up a sec. Back in a minute. This is how I do it, look. So my oil's hot, round the wok, and I can tip some of it back in. So I ain't got loads and loads, so I'm not swimming in it. Now I'm good. And then first of all, I want to fry the noodles. Just fry them up a sec. Get me utensils. Come back. Just going to put a little bit of sesame oil. On the noodles. And then just keep frying them.
Look at him with his impressive topping.
It takes a few minutes to do this. You want to fry them for a few minutes, just get them nice and cooked just by themselves. Like I say, starting to get some colour on them now. Just going to go with a little bit of light soy sauce. Again, I'll soon set these aside in a minute. Wrong one. So you want to just set them aside on a plate. Oh,
Ding ding.
sorry. Give the wok a clean out. It's kind of okay, so I'll just carry on using it from there. So, a little bit more oil. Let that get hot again. Back in a sec, Joe. So now I'm going in with all the vegetables. Peppers, garlic, ginger, onions, all of it in.
That was a hot pan.
Yeah. Give them a mix round. Nice and coated. Then we want to go in with bean sprouts. I'll save a few for the steak, eh?
Yeah.
I do like bean sprouts though, a lot.
This is where he normally makes a mess, so maybe he's going to be on good tossing form today. Normally, bean sprouts pick him up everywhere for days. Isn't that so, love?
Yes, darling. So you want to leave these to fry for a little while again, because otherwise they taste water. The wateriness in the bean sprouts comes through, and you can taste it in your food. You literally want to fry all of that off. Right,
We'll do that and back in a moment.
Right, so that's been frying for a couple of minutes now. So now I'm going to start adding the stuff now. So now what I've got, look, is chicken seasoning. Chicken seasoning. Loads of chicken seasoning. Just like, yep, chicken seasoning. Probably went a bit bananas with the chicken seasoning, but it's alright, it's nice anyway.
Slip of the wrist.
So anyway, I'll probably turn this back up a touch now as well. So chicken seasoning, then I want salt, I don't know, about half a teaspoon. Salt. A dash of pepper. This is white pepper, not loads, just a dash. Aromat, I want a teaspoonful of this. Good teaspoonful of that. There we go. I'll go with a touch of garlic granules. It's already got a bit of garlic in it, but I didn't go mad, so a touch of garlic granules. Then I want some sesame oil. Some light soy sauce. Whoop. And a dash of wine. And give that a good mix round. Turn it up full. Leave that cook in a sec. I'm going to put some dark soy sauce into it in a minute. And also a spoon, in fact I'll do that now, spoonful of sugar. Once, probably half a spoon, just half a teaspoonful of sugar. And then some dark soy sauce. This will obviously change the colour of it. Give all that a good mix round, leave that frying on a high heat for a little while. I'll come back in a second. Right, so that's frying away lovely now. I put a little bit more sugar in that. I did about another half a spoon. Now I want my noodles back in. Get all them back in there. And then basically give it a mix around. Don't get too mad. I need a bigger wok really. Give it all a good stir around and a mix round. I'll come back in a sec, yeah. Right, a few spring onions to garnish. Whoop. And then serve it. Right, so here's like my chow mein. That's done. No, it does taste nice as well. I've just tried it. Let's taste it again. It really is nice, just like a Chinese takeaways. Anyway, got to crack on now, do the steak. So I'm going to wash the wok out quickly. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've just washed the wok out. Just dried it out as well so it doesn't go bananas. Put that back on the heat, let it get warm again. Then I'll add some more oil to it. Put the beef in. I'm going to stir fry the beef for 1 to 2 minutes till it's all sealed, and then remove the beef from the wok back onto a plate. Then fry the vegetables. Do it that way. Put the beef back in, I think. Right.
Is it?
Right, so I'm just warming my oil up again. Look, I've got probably a little bit too much in there, so I'll just tip some out. Thank you, jokes. Get a wax, it wants to run down. So it's on the heat, and then I'm going to stir fry my beef now for about a minute. That's all. Get it a little bit hotter. Thought it was red hot. Let that smoke a second. It'll be red hot in a minute. Right, so beef in. That was nice already, that has done it, Joe.
Yeah.
So I'll just stir fry this for about a minute. I'll come back to you in a second. Right, so this has had about a minute. Give it a toss it around. There's the blacks. The soy sauce what's making it look that colour, not burnt. So then we're there.
Smell good.
Then we'll go in with the vegetables now. Let that fry a little longer. Right, so that's been frying probably about another minute or something like that. What I want to do now is put some soy sauce in. This is light soy sauce. Some salt. Just a dash of pepper, this time not a lot. Keep frying that some more. Some aromat, put some aromat into it. Half a teaspoon of sugar. Some beef stock. I just had a little bit of beef stock left over, so I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to put in some dark soy sauce. Bit of dark soy sauce. Give that a coating in that. And then just leave that to just cook another minute or so. And then now what I want to do is go with, hang on, it's just a bit stuck, just a little bit, it's 1 spoon of corn flour and a touch of water just to thicken up the sauce. And then give that a good stir around. I'll do it like this, easier. You see the sauce has thickened immediately, look. And then that's it, we're good, we're ready to serve. So, come back to you in a second. I've just cut open a piece of the steak, look, you can see it's properly juicy inside if you can see anyway. So let's try this, joke, shall we? It's nice, look, nice and pink, nice.
Lovely.
That is delightful, isn't it?
Yeah, that's well nice.
Right, we'll show you when we plate it up. Finish with a bit of spring onion. So I've got chow mein, don't know what you call that.
Yummy beef steak, yummy sirloin steak.
Yeah,
Chinese
sirloin
style.
steak and yeah, some sort of Chinese type
Chips,
thing.
standard.
And chips.
Looks good.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye now.